Hi, I'm Jackie, and this is Still Becoming, her second chapter. And I decided to create this channel because I am 47 and I found myself going through a season of life that I didn't expect. And honestly, I didn't quite understand at first. My body started changing, my emotions started shifting, and I began asking deeper questions about who I am and what I'm here to do. Today, I want to share the moment I realized that I was going through menopause and how that opened the door to something bigger for me and this strong desire I have to find my soul purpose. So at first, I didn't think it was menopause. And I know you're 47, lady, what do you think? But I honestly thought that I was just really stressed out with work and overwhelmed. I've been a realtor for going on 11 years, and it can be a super stressful and overwhelming career to have. So I just thought it's more than usual. I have more clients. Like all these things were the excuses that I was making on why I started feeling the way I did. But then I couldn't ignore some things that my body and mind were going through, like the brain fog and the forgetfulness, the energy. That was a really big one for me because I am naturally a energetic person, and when I started waking up and going through my day with absolutely no energy, I got a little bit freaked out about that. The depression hit me really bad, anxiety, the night sweats, and the other real big one for me was the low libido. I kept on thinking, why don't I feel like myself anymore? And that question just stayed with me. Eventually, it hit me. This wasn't being stressed or overwhelmed. This was my body shifting into a new season. And instead of just changing how I felt physically, it started changing how I thought about my life. And I realized something important. When your body changes, it forces you to slow down. And when you slow down, you start to hear the things that you've ignored. This season affected everything for me. It affected my career, my emotions, my relationships, and it affected how I saw myself. I am an early riser. And I always have been. I love the mornings. I love to get up typically between 4 and 5 a.m. before anybody in the house wakes up, before the sun comes up, before noise starts. I love my peace and quiet in the mornings. And I'm a huge coffee drinker. So I love getting up, making my beautiful cup of coffee, coming to my office. I sit here, I meditate. I love to take time and pray and just have my moment with God. I journal, I read. I do all the things in the morning that make me feel good to start my day. Typically, after I'm done doing all my morning stuff, I go work out. I've taken care of my body for years. I'm a healthy eater. I love to work out. I love to feel muscular. Like, I love that. So that also is part of my routine. And then I'll get ready for my day. I love getting dressed up and feeling sexy but professional, confident in my own body and my own skin. I love to wear things that show my curves. I love wearing a full face makeup with lipstick. I'm a huge lipstick fan. Doing my hair, wearing high heels. Like, I love high heels. I love high heels, jewelry and perfume, and just walking out of the house feeling confident, being comfortable in my skin, and just walking out of here feeling beautiful, as everybody should. But that's just how I love to start my day. Then it stopped. I couldn't get up in the morning. I couldn't get myself out of bed. It almost felt like if I had chugged a bottle of sleep aid every single night and could not get myself out of bed. I felt so tired. I didn't want to do those things anymore. I didn't want to work out. I didn't want to go anywhere. I didn't want to get dressed up. Nothing was motivating me to want to do it. I would have to force myself to leave my house. And then when I would, super bad anxiety. I started getting anxiety and I stopped feeling happy. I was sad all the time and just nothing made me happy. No matter what it was, nothing made me happy. And I'm sorry if you could hear my dog is snoring. So that was going on. I have a very high sex drive. So mine and my husband's sex life has always been fantastic. And maybe like 3 weeks after my 47th birthday, it was like a light switch. It just shut off. And I didn't understand why. Like, why is this happening to me? Why don't I have any desire? It was just like nothing. Like I had no sexual desire whatsoever. And that wasn't like me either. So I'm freaking out about all these changes, and I couldn't push like I used to. I couldn't ignore my feelings like I used to. I couldn't pretend like I was fine when I wasn't. It was uncomfortable, but also honest. So all these things are happening. And then maybe like 3 or 4 months after like these major shifts are going on, I start getting this overwhelming feeling that I need to find who I am. I started asking myself, what am I meant to do on this earth? And those feelings just got stronger and stronger and stronger. That's when the bigger question came. What am I meant to do now? Not what I used to do, not who I used to be, but who am I becoming? I started feeling like this deep pull towards finding meaning, towards purpose, towards understanding myself, instead of running past myself. And that's why I decided to create this channel. I'm sharing this because I'm sure I'm not the only woman who's going through this and who feels this way. If you're in your 40s or 50s or even your 30s, because you can probably go through perimenopause in your 30s and you're feeling off and tired and foggy and depressed, emotional, restless, or like something inside of you is shifting. I want you to know that you're not broken. You're changing. And this season matters. This is my second chapter. Not because my first one failed, but because I'm still becoming. If you're walking through something similar, I would love for you to subscribe and walk this journey with me. If this video resonates with you, leave a comment and let me know what has changed for you lately. Until next time.